Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you guys are watching this. This is an upload that I have been the most excited about uploading because, as I mentioned back in February, I bought some legit LED lights for my garage. Now, if you haven't followed the channel up until now, we bought a house, we had a garage that was not made for being nice. It was just a building they used for storing things. It had a lot of water leaking in, blah, 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 blah. I insulated it, got everything ready to go, and as you can see here, everything is white, now painted. It's looking gorgeous. In my own opinion, it looks really good. I'm very excited about it. This is the lighting I have so far. I took a picture of the current lighting. So I went out in my yard and turned around and took a picture this way with both doors up. I'm gonna put it up here for you guys to see right now. This is taken with night mode turned off on my phone, so it's not adding any extra light whatsoever. This is just the raw image of what it looks like looking from the garage, looking from the backyard to the garage when it's really dark outside. It's beyond 9 o'clock at this point. So this is what it looks like right now before we install the lights. Now, you guys have not seen this shelf yet. This is a shelf that was given to me by my father-in-law. He is currently moving and had this sitting in his shop, unassembled, never put together. He said, "Would you like this?" I was like, "Absolutely, I would love this." This is actually shelving from like a grocery store, because you can see here they have the little thing that you would slide like price tags in and stuff. I got 1, 2, 3 shelves, and then they have, this was actually a DeWalt stand at one point. It even says like DeWalt and then SG rack. I'm not sure what it even stands for, but what they do is they would hang all of their power tools on these different things to display them in the store. So I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna have this, of course, looking much better than this, but for now, this is what we're dealing with. I also got some bar stools to keep in my garage, which are really, really cool. So yeah, I'm really excited, but these are the lights I got. As you guys see, if you guys did watch that video, Barrina LED T5 integrated fixtures, I got 12 of them, yes, 12. This is going to be a extremely bright garage, which I wanted because I detail my own cars. I work on my own cars with my help from my dad a lot, but I want to have it super bright in here. I want to be able to see everything. The good thing is that with these lights, if one is too bright, I can always just turn it off with a switch. I don't have to have them all on at one time if it is a little bit too bright. But I didn't want to have it too dim, so I'd rather go big or go home. I decided to go big. So this upload, hang on tight. We're gonna get these things installed. We're gonna see how much different it looks in this garage. I cannot wait. Thank you guys for watching this one. This is super exciting. Here we go. All right, so the first thing I wanna do is show you guys my plan for what the lights are gonna look like. So here it is. As you can see, I have 12 lights total. I have 3 on both sides of the garage doors. I have 3 going up the center. I have 1 above where each car would sit, and I have 1 above my workbench. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm actually going to, I cleaned the floor all off in here so I can actually work. This here isn't gonna be in the way too much. That's a bed frame we're gonna put together. But anyways, I'm gonna lay them on the floor first so I can see it, because I'm a visual person. I need to see it first. Once I see it, then I can get my measurements up on the ceiling, and then it comes with all the hardware, all the screws, all the clips, everything in this little bag right here, which we would then install on the ceiling. Then the lights just snap in, and if you guys don't remember, these outlets are wired with the plug on my wall over there. So as soon as I put the switch, these outlets will become hot, and the lights will kick on. So let's lay this thing out. And just like that, I have my one there for above the toolbox. I have them all laid out. I got the wires laid out as well, where they're gonna be. They did come with some of these things right here that you can, in case you don't wanna use those real short ones, you can actually use the extras of those and make your own of this. But I don't know electricity very well, so that ain't gonna work good for me. But I think what I have here is gonna be more than enough for what I need. So now what I gotta do is just figure out where I want them on the ceiling, mark them, and install them. Sounds easy, right? The first thing you want to do is, you want to know how long this cord is. It's the one that you put in the wall, the one that actually goes in the outlet. And I allowed it to overhang a little bit because you're going to have to like, you know, it's going to have to bend a little bit like that to go into the ceiling. So you have about 57 inches. So what that means is you can basically put your first light 57 inches or less away from your outlet. So I don't have to have the light starting here. I can have it starting way out here, which is nice because I want to spread these out a little bit. So that's the first thing I wanted to do is see how long I have there. And now we can kind of get our estimates here on where we're gonna put our lights. And I want to get a measurement here of how much distance we have in between these garage door openers. We have 24.5 inches. So basically 12.25 inches is to the center, which is where I want the lights to be. So right above the 12.25 is where the lights are gonna be. So that's where I'm gonna make my mark on the wall to where I'm gonna put my brackets. Another nice thing about these is that the bracket that you put on there's no specific place it has to be. It can actually slide along this entire length. So if your brackets aren't exactly where they need to be on the ceiling as far as like distance wise, you can slide your light along those brackets to adjust. So what I'm saying is, if I were to put the light here, which I have my mark right here, and when I put it up, if the cord is not fully stretched and it's kind of has like a sag in it, I'm gonna use clips anyways to attach to the ceiling. But I can actually, once they're on the hardware, I can just slide the light that way to get the electric cord to tighten up. So that's really cool. That's gonna be a huge help. And just in case you guys are interested, each set of brackets comes with its own individual bag. So you have 6 lights per box, and there's 6 bags per box, and it also comes with an extra bag with 2 extra clips in case you lose one or one doesn't quite fit. So inside the bag is what you see right here. You got 2 brackets, you got that long white thing, you got the short white thing, and 2 screws. The screws, of course, are to hold the brackets in the ceiling. The long white one, that is if you don't want to use the cords in between, you can actually just connect them end to end. So you would just put that you would put this long white one in there, and then the other end of the white thing would go in there, and it would eliminate the use of the cord. And then this short white one will be for the end of this one where I'm not plugging anything into it, basically just to keep dust off of it and stuff like that. So the one thing I like to do is just start the hole first without the bracket. This way you don't have to worry about the bracket flipping all around when you're trying to get it up there. And make sure that the flat end of the bracket goes against the ceiling and not the weird bunny ear looking things. So it's gonna look like this when you go to put it up. And then once you have it up here, of course you can adjust it, you know, if you have to go either way. But the nice thing about it is if you don't make them too tight, once you put the light in there, it's gonna adjust itself. I made mine pretty tight, but I'm trying to get mine pretty square. I mean, pretty straight. But that's how it's gonna look on the ceiling, folks. Now we just gotta install the other one. Now again, it doesn't matter, like since the lights themselves are, I think they are 48 inches, or they're 46 inches. So you don't have, like I said before, you don't have to put the brackets any certain place. If you wanted to do like 12 inches in between, that's fine, or you can do 30 in between, doesn't matter because the light's gonna be able to slide on that bracket. So that's where mine is, that's where I want my first one to be. I'm gonna go about 20 inches from that and then put my screw up inside of there. All right guys, and once you get your second bracket on here, this should, just want to see here, should just snap right on, like so. There we go. Well, that was easy. Now, I just want to back up and make sure it looks straight, which it does, which is what I wanted. Now, the wire part comes next. I really hope the lighting isn't too bad in here, guys, because right now I don't have very good lighting, but we are fixing that problem as we speak. So now I just want to get the cord, and this is going to plug in. Plug up over here. And then this end is going to go over here. Well, I didn't expect that to come on because I didn't know it was turned on, but so there you go. Now as you can see on this side, guys, again, sorry for the lighting, but this, I have clips. I'm gonna clip this to the ceiling so it doesn't hang down and look retarded like that. But then I will slide the light that way, like that way, to tighten this up as I put those hooks up in there. But that there is our light number 1. So I'm not gonna show you guys in detail each light because it's kind of common sense after this, because I showed you the first one. But next, as you guys can probably understand, that plugs into there, and then the other end will plug into the next light, which will just keep running down through there. So let's get that going, and I'll give you a progress update when I can. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is 9:30 in the evening, and I'm only doing this at night because we didn't have time today. It's starting to rain out here, but I just got my lights installed. Oh, already unlocked. In here. Now, as you guys know, this is all I've had for a while. I did get all my lights installed, and I even put these little cable staples up there to hold all the wires up nice and neat to the ceiling. It looks really, really good. Now, all I have to do is go around and flip the switches on for each beginning light and unplug that from the outlet, and we're gonna see how bright this is. I've been so excited for this moment for a long time now. I'm sure you guys are tired of the garage videos and glad that this is finally it. But good news is, next weekend is 4th of July weekend. My job gives me off Thursday, Friday, so I have a 4-day weekend. My hopes and prayers are, cross your fingers, the Corvette will be coming over next weekend, which is freaking awesome because everybody's been asking for Corvette content. I want it too. I've been trying to get this done as fast as I could. I know it took a while, but here we go. This is how it's gonna look. By the way, if you're wondering what all this stuff here is, my father-in-law is moving, and he gave me his snowblower, and he also gave me a legit power washer, a 3100 PSI power washer, and a ladder. This is being sold, and so yeah. All right, this is the last one we're gonna turn on here. Now we're gonna go over here and turn on the switch. I hope you guys are excited, because I know I am. Are you ready, babe?
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I've been waiting for this for a long time. All right, folks, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys probably can't see it too well on camera, but
I had to squint.
I like it. You had to squint?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I did not put any lights above the garage doors for obvious reasons, because a lot of times the doors are gonna be up and the lights will be pointless. But as I'm working in here, if I see that I actually do want some lighting, I can always add another light there and just bring them over. That would not be a problem at all. Same for that corner and that corner. If I ever want to add some, I can easily. But wow, guys, this is legit. I'm so excited because I've been waiting for this moment for so long. It looks so good, guys. It looks so good. Now, I wanted to give you guys a real quick some information on the lumens, because I went a little overkill, and I just want to give you guys a real quick understanding of what that means. So for a 24 by 27 garage, which this is, the recommended lumens for a room this size is 12 to 14,000. I have, first of all, this is 6500K, which is very bright. It's brighter than the 5000K daylight ones. 12 to 14,000 lumens is recommended for this size. Mine is 26,400. So it's a little over twice of what they recommend, but I don't know, guys. I am super excited. There's really no shadows in here at all, which is what I wanted, because I have this light here because the car is going to be directly, here. So this way we can kind of have light right above the car whenever the hood's open, which will be a huge help. The garage that my Corvette's currently in, my dad's garage, is like working in a cave. The walls are just brown, and there's 4 light bulbs like this, and they're 2700K, which is a soft yellow. No, they are 5000K, but there's zero anything to reflect light off of. It's like working in a dungeon. So this is going to be magnificent, and I could not be happier. So let me put this into a little bit of perspective for you guys. Imagine you have a black Corvette. You want to detail it. You want to make it look really, really shiny. You're working in a garage that my dad had, and you can't even see what you did until you back the car outside to be able to, you know, have light actually hit the car and see what your car looks like. Well, because of this light being right here, it's going to be directly on top of that huge, magnificent clamshell hood that the Corvette has. And of course the lights over there and the lights over here, all coming in to here. I won't have to actually back it out anymore to see how good of a job I did or how bad of a job I did. It'll be done right here with lights above me. It's gonna be perfect. The next upload that you see will have the Corvette in it. The next upload is a video that I have had hundreds of people on YouTube, and even people who just see me around, who know me, like that have known me for a long time, have asked me about. And that is all about the car cover that my car currently sits in, the car enclosure, if you will. So I'm gonna make a full video all about that, why I did it, the pros and cons, disassembling it, bringing it over here, and assembling it right here in the garage. Now, all this stuff will be gone whenever I do that, but the Corvette enclosure is gonna sit here, and I'm going to make a video all about that, because I've had lots and lots of people asking me about it. So I figured, why not just make a video about it? I'm hoping it does really well, because it is a very odd thing. You don't see them very often. So please stick around for that video. Corvette content is right around the corner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I may have lied a little bit, not on purpose. I would never do that to you guys. But after I got the lights in here and I was doing some things in here, moving things around, getting some things put in place, I just wasn't quite happy with the lighting. It's very bright, as you guys saw previously in this video, but I just wasn't quite what I was expecting. So I went on Amazon and bought 6 more lights. I'll show you here. I added one in the corner. I added this one. I also added this one right here. I just put those two together. And then I added this one and this one. And this one right here was directly in the center, but I moved it over there and moved that and added that one. So I added 6 more lights. I got a total of 18 lights in here now, which is much better. It's a lot brighter, so I'm very happy with it. But to update the numbers for you folks, the recommended lumens for a building this size was 12 to 14,000. We had 26,400. But since I added 6 more, we are now at 39,600 lumens for this garage. So now I'm happy with the lighting. I think it's perfect. Again, because the Corvette's gonna sit over here in the black enclosure, I didn't add any lights back to that corner or even above the garage doors, because I'm not gonna need a light over there. If we ever happen to move in the future and we wanna change it back to the way it should be, and maybe I can get some more lights and add in there, or just let the next owner have to deal with that. But there's still a lot of light in here, guys. It's not a problem at all. I did get my shelf brought over, my Corvette detailing shelf. I took all the pegs out. I'm gonna replace them with PVC. My ramps, my sawhorses, my creeper, my red Corvette from my parents' house is over here now. And we're looking good here, guys. We're looking good. So that's what we have done so far. We got 18 lights in here now, which I'm happy with, like I said. So I mentioned in the beginning of this video that I took a picture of the outside looking in, and I already showed it to you. So here is a picture of what it looks like after. As you can see, it is a huge difference. It even lights up the concrete and a little bit of the driveway in the front of the doors. So here's a picture of them side by side, so you guys can see there is a huge difference. Very happy with it, guys. I couldn't be happy with the lighting in here. I'm very pleased. So I don't know what else to say. I'm just excited. I'm super excited. Corvette over here. Seeing this Corvette in this garage is going to be absolutely amazing. It's been a long time coming. I know you guys are excited to see her here. I'm excited to see her here. Katie is going to love her new home. This is before, and here is after. Boom. Now that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, right there. That is just a little bit better. Let's do that again. This is before and after. Huge difference. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are happy to see that I finally have lighting in my garage. I'm super excited. I'm glad to finally be able to start doing some Corvette content. The next video is going to be about the car enclosure, like I told you guys before. And after that, it's going to be the Corvette's very first drive over here to her new house. And that is going to be an exciting video. I'm sorry, I'm just getting excited. I haven't driven the car for a long time. It's been a little over 8 months since I drove it. So I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Take care now. See you later. Bye.